All right, welcome back, everybody. I pray y'all are having a wonderful, blessed day as we thank the Most High for so much. My title now says, Knowledge is here, but most people will continue to reject it. Knowledge. You know, the Most High just laid this very heavy in my spirit, probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's something about when the Most High said, My people will perish for the lack of knowledge. It came back to me. And I never get tired of studying. But when he said, my people will perish. And when you think about knowledge, there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. I taught about this a few years back. But knowledge and wisdom, there is a difference, but they go hand in hand with each other. And the book of James says that if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High to give it to all men liberally. So how can you have wisdom without knowledge? If any of you lack wisdom, see, first of all, you got to have knowledge of the Most High. Because here's the thing. How can we ask the Most High for wisdom if we don't even have knowledge of who the Most High is? See, when you learn who the Most High is, teach Holy Spirit. I'm not going to be before you long, y'all. But when you learn who the Most High is, when you learn the Most High's way, your life, I'm not telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I know. Your life will take a turn, and a turn that no man can ever do for you. It's an awesome feeling. It's an awesome way to live. This is something what Brother P.P. Jones been talking about when you operating in the Most High system. It took me a while to figure this out. But you must have knowledge of the Most High. When you have knowledge, it's awesome. But once again, how can we ask for wisdom if we don't have knowledge of the Most High? But when he say, my people will perish for the lack of knowledge, this shows you how many of us don't study, don't even read. Y'all remember a while back I did that video about the difference between just reading versus studying. Because when you study, man, it's long hours. When you study, you do some deep investigating. So when you start reading, then you study, then you start living it. You are a reader, a hearer, and then a doer. But what good is reading if you're not gonna hear it? What good is hearing it if you're not gonna do it? So this is how the Most High children operate. We readers, we hearers, we doers. See, anybody can just read, but this really shows us how many people are not studying. Once again, and I'm gonna be blunt when I say this, and I don't care who's watching, but most of the ones who's claiming to be Christians got a lack of knowledge. I didn't say all. I said, but most, because when you stuck in just traditions of man and just caught up in going to church versus being the church, you lost. But once again, I'm not talking about everybody that's like this, y'all. See, when you receive knowledge, then you ask for wisdom. Go back to Solomon, David's son. When the Most High asked him a question, what was it that he wanted? You know that Solomon in the blood I talking about, he just wanted to be rich. What pleased the Most High so much about Solomon? Solomon asked for an understanding heart. He asked for the knowledge. He asked for the wisdom because he knew he was leading Israel and was becoming a great leader Oh, knowledge and wisdom makes an excellent leader. Even though Solomon had his little, his downfalls, he had all the wisdom, but he still made messed up choices. But look at what he asked the Most High for. How many of us ask for an understanding heart? The Most High was so pleased, he just blessed Solomon tremendously, y'all. But knowledge is what leads up into wisdom. See, when you are wise, and I ain't talking about just worldly wisdom, when you are wise, then when people are wise, you see what? Actions. That's why many people are not moving with actions because they're not wise. Some of them didn't even have the knowledge. And then there are some, like the Bible say, they have knowledge, but what? Hmm. He even said, some worship me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. See, it's a lot of people that don't want nothing to do with the Most High that the world considers so wise. But they talking about the worldly way of wisdom. Oh, it's a lot of smart people out here. There's a lot of smart, dumb people out here. Somebody catch that. But when you see a true wise man of the Most High, or true wise woman of the Most High, you see actions. You don't see them moping around. They always moving. Why? Because faith without works is dead, y'all. When you have the knowledge and wisdom, you know what else come with that? Discernment. That's why when you see people with the knowledge and the wisdom going hand in hand together, they able to discern all the mess that's around them. They can see it coming 10 miles away. Discernment. You will discern things. You're going to stay prayed up. You're going to be on guard. You're going to test the spirits by the spirits to see if they are the Most High. Y'all, when you reject the word, you are destroyed. What else can the Most High do? Yes, the Most High is long suffering. Y'all remember when I say the Most High have a cutoff point? When you think about that, he's long suffering. Our Father does everything for us not to perish. And some of us sit around and choose to perish. Hanging around folk that's going to perish. Hanging around family members that's going to perish. Hanging around church buildings and church folks that's going to perish. Don't you wind up being in that crowd. I love you. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day.